Welcome to Pathstone. In this part of your orientation, we'll walk through the technology side of your new job. We'll cover the systems you'll log into every day, how to get help when something isn't working, and how to keep yourself and Pathstone safe from online scams. You don't need to be a computer expert for any of this. The goal of this short video is simple. By the end, you'll know exactly where to go and who to contact for anything IT related. Let's get started. Here's the roadmap for the next few minutes. First, we'll look at the employee portal. Think of it as your front door to everything. Then we'll cover how to log in, including the security code step called MFA. After that, we'll show you how to get help from our IT help desk when you need it. We'll also cover how to send secure email for anything confidential, and we'll finish with cybersecurity, including how to spot the scams that show up in all of our inboxes. The employee portal is probably the single most useful link to remember. It's the front door to just about everything. The address is employee.pathstone.org. You'll log in with the email address and temporary password your supervisor gives you on day one. And that same email address is also your login for most other Pathstone apps. Once you're in, you'll see tiles for your email, Microsoft Teams for chatting with your department, OneDrive for storing files, and more. There's also a link to ADP. Two things arrive on day one: your Pathstone email address and a temporary password, both from your supervisor. Your email address does double duty. It's your professional identity here, and it's also your username for the portal and most systems. The password you're given is temporary, so when you first log in, you may be prompted to create your own. The first time you sign in, the system will also ask you to register your phone for something called multi-factor authentication. It sounds technical, but it's the same kind of extra security step your bank uses, and that's what we'll walk through next. MFA stands for multi-factor authentication, and it's much simpler than the name makes it sound. It just means there's a second step to confirm it's really you logging in, usually a short code sent by text to your phone. If you've ever received a code from your bank or from Apple, it's the same idea. When you register, please use your cell phone if you have one, since that's the most reliable option. If you don't have a cell phone, the help desk can set you up another way. So why do we use it? Because even if a scammer somehow got your password, they still couldn't get in without the code on your phone. It's a small step that helps protect all of us. Here's exactly what happens the first time you log in on a new computer. Step 1, you'll get a text message with a short code. Step 2, you'll type that code in when the screen asks for it, and you're in. Step 3, and this is the part most people like. Microsoft remembers that computer for about 6 months, so it won't keep asking you for a code on the same device. The good news is that after the initial setup, most people rarely have to enter a code again. And if you ever get stuck during setup, the help desk is just one email away, which is exactly where we're headed next. When something technical goes wrong, or you just have a question, the help desk is your go-to resource. The nice thing is, there's no complicated form to fill out. You simply send an email to helpdesk@pathstone.org. To give you a sense of scale, our IT team handles between 3,000 and 4,000 tickets each year, and on a typical day, they have 10 to 30 open at once. So they know what they're doing, and they've almost certainly seen your issue before. If it's something quick, your supervisor may be able to help too. On the next slide, I'll show you the 4 details that help get your problem solved fastest. Whenever you email the help desk, 4 small details can make a big difference in how quickly you get help. First, your computer name. I'll show you where to find that on the next slide. Second, a phone number where they can reach you if they need to talk it through. Third, the office or location you're working from. And fourth, a clear description of the problem in 1 or 2 sentences using your own words. Something like, "My email won't open and I get an error that says X," is much more helpful than just saying it's broken. The clearer your description, the faster they can fix it. So where do you find that computer name? It's printed on a small white sticker somewhere on the machine. On a desktop or tower, check the front or the side of the box. On a laptop, flip it over and look on the bottom. It'll look something like the example on the right, a code like NYD-3-308-2-1-1. It's a good idea to jot yours down somewhere handy so you have it when you need it. And if you genuinely can't find it, don't worry. Just tell the help desk what kind of computer you have and where you're sitting, and they can still track it down. A few simple habits make life easier for both you and the IT team. Keep each email focused on one issue. If you have 3 separate problems, send 3 separate emails so each one can be tracked properly. If the help desk replies asking for more detail, try to respond quickly so your ticket keeps moving. And when you describe the problem, use your own words. On the other hand, try not to email over and over about the same issue, because that can create duplicate tickets and slow things down. Don't pack several problems into one message and skip one-liners like it's not working. A little detail goes a long way. Sometimes you'll need to email something confidential to someone outside Pathstone, like social security numbers, bank details, or HR paperwork. Here's the good news. Email between Pathstone employees is already encrypted, so you don't need to do anything special for internal messages. For messages going outside the organization, there's one simple trick. In the subject line, type the word secure followed by a colon, then your normal subject. The colon matters. So for example, your subject line might read secure benefits documents. When you send it, the person on the other end gets an email with a link and a temporary password, and they log into a secure portal to read and reply. That's it. One word helps keep sensitive information protected. Cybersecurity isn't just IT's job. It belongs to all of us because scams keep getting more convincing. To help with that, Pathstone sends short security awareness trainings by email throughout the year. They're mandatory, they're usually quick, and there's one important thing to know. Those training emails include a start button, and in that case, it's completely fine to click start. We also occasionally send fake scam emails as a test, so don't take it personally. If you click one, you'll just get a short refresher, not a punishment. The goal is to build that instinct, and that can help protect you at home too. Let's talk about how to spot a phishing attempt. Phishing is when a scammer pretends to be someone you trust, like your bank, a delivery company, a coworker, or even the CEO, to trick you into clicking a bad link, giving up a password, or sending money. There are 4 red flags to watch for. First, typos and errors, or a company name that's just slightly off. Second, a sense of urgency. They want you to act right away, before you have time to think. Third, check the actual email address, not just the friendly display name. The domain should really match the company. And fourth, use common sense. If you didn't order a package, why would a delivery service be texting you? To put the risk in perspective, phishing was the #1 way breaches started in 2023, with an average cost of $4.5 million. These 3 scams come up again and again, so they're worth knowing by name. First, the CEO text. That's a message that looks like it's from a senior leader and urgently asks you to reply, buy gift cards, or do something similar. The usual giveaway is an unknown number or a strange area code. Leadership isn't going to text you out of the blue like that. Second, the fake HR update. That's an email announcing a policy change and asking you to click a link. Check the sender's domain. If it isn't our real pathstone.org address, be suspicious. Third, the missed delivery text. It says something like, we couldn't deliver your package, click here. The warning signs are strange web links ending in .shop and foreign phone numbers. When in doubt on any of these, slow down. So what should you actually do when a message feels suspicious? The golden rule is simple. Stop and don't click. Don't open any links or attachments, and don't reply. Instead, forward a copy to your supervisor and to helpdesk at pathstone.org, and IT will tell you whether it's real or a scam. If you're curious and want to check a link yourself without the risk of clicking it, there are 3 free tools worth knowing. URLscan.io shows you where a link would go. VirusTotal scans it across dozens of security vendors, and Domain Dossier tells you who owns a web address, but you never have to play detective. When in doubt, just forward it to the help desk. This is your cheat sheet, so feel free to take a screenshot if you'd like. On the left are the 5 contacts you'll probably use most: the employee portal address, the IT help desk, HR, the town hall info address, and our public website. On the right is a quick cyber safety checklist that pulls together everything we just covered. Always check the real sender address, watch for typos and urgency, forward anything suspicious to the help desk instead of clicking, keep up with your training emails, and remember the secure colon trick for confidential email leaving Pathstone. If you remember only one thing, remember that the help desk is always there to help. That's the IT overview. To recap, the employee portal is your front door. MFA helps keep your account safe with a code on your phone. The help desk is just one email away whenever you need support. Secure email protects confidential information, and a little healthy skepticism helps keep scammers out. Please don't hesitate to reach out to the help desk or to HR. That's what we're here for. Welcome aboard, and I'm happy to take any questions.